Welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that operates a little bit differently than most companies out there. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. I will go through a little bit more about what makes us different, kind of the concept here and the comp plans. And then we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO. He'll go over the actual software, a little bit of a demo of how everything works. And then we'll close it out with Jose Gonzalez, our sales manager with 28 years of experience, to talk more about how to put it all together, obviously, to close loans from a more traditional aspect and how all the support goes into that. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And hopefully most of you have joined from this page, but we'll go through line by line, explain a little bit more about what we mean. So hopefully most of you already know, but what we're all about here is leads and our software and our system. So we come from a little bit of a different background. Myself and Kyle, we have over almost 20 years now in marketing and advertising and doing lead generation basically at scale. So we've spent millions of dollars on all the different ad platforms in order to operate all of our different businesses. And we understand how leads work, and to operate those leads effectively, we always need custom software to do what we need to do when we need to do it. So we built our software from the ground up. So everything you're about to see, that Kyle will show you more of how it works on the back end, but everything that we talk about here are all the features that we've added with our developers. So we have more of a development and lead generation and marketing background. So that's really what first sets us off as different. And we'll go through more of the traditional stuff here. So we are non-delegated correspondent. And we believe that with our proprietary tools, our systems, we can allow our team members to scale their business instantly. So we're all about building new business for you guys. So everybody has their own book of business. Everybody knows how to do what they do regularly. We want to add to that, right? So we want to make sure that we have the ability to add both our leads, company leads, or self-generated leads to your pipeline. So we want to make sure you guys are doing great at what you do. We don't need to take away from that, but we want to add to it by adding new leads from the company and showing you guys how to use our system to add your own new leads as well. So whether it's our leads or your leads, we want to make sure that you're putting those in our CRM and really expanding your business. Another thing that's very important to us is our business model. So we've built this team under all the different business models. We've come from a FDIC bank. Obviously, that didn't work as well. Went to a broker model, also non-delegated and delegated. We've been a very large branch in all four models and found that the best model that works for what we do is non-delegated correspondent. And we are approved with 130 lenders and investors, meaning we can do both. So when we're non-delegated correspondent, we can both broker and do correspondent loans for our borrowers. So for us, it's all about serving our borrowers with the best options. We're always going to have the best rates and pricing with our correspondent options when we're using our own funds, our own money, our own processes, and we're always going to be able to beat the brokered pricing on the typical options that we have in-house. We have over 5,000 loan programs where we are the lender with our 32 correspondent investors. So those are the programs where we're going to have the best rates and terms and always be able to give our customer the best options. If there's something that doesn't fit within those programs, obviously we have all the loan programs listed below, but if there's something that doesn't quite fit in our regular box, we have over 100 wholesale lenders for our specialty loans. Maybe it's a fix and flip, right? We can't fund fix and flips with our money. We're not really a fix and flip company, right? So different things that are outside of the scope. Or maybe there's a specialty product that we don't have in-house that someone has. We want to make sure if our customer needs it, we have the ability to service our customer. So we have every loan program imaginable, from VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, to some of the more interesting stuff, CDFI, non-QM, commercial, DSCR is our specialty, mixed use, SBA, and basically anything that's out there. Because wherever our leads come from, wherever our customers need, we want to make sure we have a place for that. Whether that's correspondent, where we're funding the loan with our own money and we're the lender, or if we need to partner with another lender who may be better for that specialty product, we want to make sure we have the best options for our customer at all times. Now, how do we push this through? It's all about the software and the systems, making those systems for us, by us, to do exactly what we need to do as a team when we need to do it. So our software is a fully integrated website, which is kind of what you guys and the customers see, but that includes POS, CRM, LOS, which is all the different pieces that put it all together. What that really means for you and your customer is a single login with everything integrated. So our cloud-based website and software is built for us, by us. We have full-time developers. One login for you as the LO, one login for customers, no matter which of our 100+ options we're going to do a loan with. For you guys, for your customers, it's always going to be the same portal, our portal, no matter where we take that loan to. So our prospects can instantly flow from just putting their name, email, and phone number on any general form on our websites, hundreds of different forms, to pulling their own live rates, to completing their own 1003, to pulling their own credit, putting their liabilities into our Encompass-based system, all ready to go without you guys lifting a finger. So when your prospects come in through the system, they'll be fully generated in the system, ready to go. Kyle will show you guys how that looks. Now, how do we make that happen? Again, we use systems you guys are used to. We're just doing it all via API integrations. So we have over 50 API integrations with all the stuff you guys are used to that still operates. We use Encompass, but you don't have to log into Encompass and download Encompass. You can use it through the system, through the CRM. We use Optimal Blue for pricing. You don't need an Optimal Blue login. You click a button and it pulls all the pricing instantly. We use CIC for credit, which is operated by Meridian Link. Again, you don't need a login. You can click a button, it pulls the credit instantly. We use account check, VOE, VOI, VOA. Instantly click a button. You don't need an account check login, and so on and so forth. Appraisal works. Instantly order from 5 AMCs without having 5 AMC logins in one click. So everything works with one click via the system, but still uses all the great services that we're all used to push loans through the system. And to top it all off, if there's something that we need to add, we have our full-time developer staff to implement any new features. So you guys can request those on the back end, and we implement new features every single day. Now, one thing that we found was lacking in all the different business models that we've built our team in was the training. So we are very supportive of different trainings, but we're also all remote. So our remote-based trainings are in our learning center, and we also use our Zoom, and just like you guys are on today, our live webinars type training. So if you want to take courses, you can expand your skills anytime in our remote training center. It's like a classroom, but you can do it anytime, after hours, weekends, night times, whatever it is. Then we also do our in-house MLO trainings 5 days per week. We have private webinars for our team. You can take those obviously to get trained, to get active, but then you can retake those anytime to brush up. We have our live mortgage rates podcast, Daily Rates Live. We do 5 days per week on Zoom, live on LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere. So that's for the public, but also for our team to learn new products that we offer every day. We also do our live loan officer training podcast 2 days per week, which is also to the public there on YouTube. So we can train other loan officers about our unique products that we offer, and you guys can learn as well as part of our team. Then we have our live Zoom support. Again, we're all remote, but we want to get face-to-face and be able to help you out. So we have our processors in Zoom, 10:30 to 6, regular business hours, basically. Monday through Friday, you can pop in there. They can help you get unstuck whenever you're stuck. And to top it all off, we want to be able to give you guys access to everything in our knowledge center, is where we put everything together. One search bar, you can search thousands of articles and videos, not only from us, of our internal processes, policies, all that kind of great stuff, but also our partners. So our partners, with hundreds of different lenders, they all have their own matrices, guidelines, webinars, tips, tricks, all kinds of different stuff that we can put in there that you guys can search with one click. Now, here's some items that don't necessarily fit in a category, but are very important still. So we have the ability to close DSCR business purpose loans in 44 states. So myself, I love working with investors when I was a loan originator, and our team does as well. That allows you to expand your footprint if you're working with those investors, to use those loans in 44 states for the DSCR business purpose loans, and not necessarily have to get licensed. So expand your footprint pretty easily there. We are all about leads. No matter where those leads come from, we want to make it very simple and straightforward for you guys. Unlimited daily leads, 50-50 split. No matter where they come from, there's all kinds of places Kyle will show you where leads will shoot into your system where you can grab them. If we pay for those leads or generate those leads for you, it's a 50-50 split. Anyone in the company can click a button to refer a deal to a senior LO that knows exactly what to do and can still earn on it. So you can refer deals in if you're not licensed. Maybe it's a spouse or someone in your family where you have a conflict of interest, where you can't actually be the loan originator. Whatever it is, you click the button, you can still earn 75 basis points and still work on the loan with your teammate who's going to be the actual originator. We're also all about leads, so we can support you in setting up your own campaign. So Kyle will show you how that looks. Real easy to click a button, order your own leads using our system. Or if you already have your own leads, no problem. We'll show you how to import those with our webhook. And to top it all off, again, we're from more of a marketing technology background. What you see is what you get. No monthly fees, no hidden fees, no desk fees, no payroll fees. Nothing hidden. We want to make sure everything's straightforward and as easy as possible for everybody on our team, not only for our team, but our customers as well. We want to remove all the different friction from the process. So if you guys need to watch a replay, we always put the replay video here. So check out the replay there. But let's get into the compensation plans. So we have 3 different plans here. These work for our team. Please pay attention. It's definitely probably different than you might be used to here. So let me explain how this works. So everybody's drawn to our senior loan officer plan. Obviously, that's the goal. Get everybody upgraded to senior loan officer, get you disclosing your own files, using our system, and becoming an expert using our system there. So this is where you can make the maximum comp up to 250 basis points. That's with bonuses. I'll get into that in a second. Our standard comp here, a little bit hard to see probably on the screen share, but this says 200 basis points on conventional non-QM. That's the loans we're all pretty much used to. Most loans we do. And that's 2% commission for those not familiar with basis points. Again, 50-50 split. So standard split for a senior loan officer, 50% of 200 is 100 basis points on company leads for conventional non-QM. That's 1% commission. So obviously our senior loan officers have unlimited access to all the leads and everything that everybody else has. But to top it all off, they are going to receive the referrals from their team members, right? So these aren't leads that are just filling out a form online that says they're interested in a loan. These are your team members setting up files for you, but they can't necessarily do them. Maybe it's their spouse. Again, maybe it's a state they're not licensed in, but it's their client. They're going to put the loan together and refer that to you. So obviously referrals are better than leads per se. Still have unlimited access to all our lead sources. Obviously our seniors get unlimited access to everything, no problem. And our seniors can earn bonuses. So 25 basis point monthly bonus for any volume over 2 million. Obviously, we want to build a system for you guys to scale up. Once you're rocking and rolling, generating tons of volume, no problem giving you larger percentage of that. And same thing is true here for anybody rocking and rolling and making a crazy amount of volume here, 5 million plus a month, no problem. We can get you an extra 50 basis point monthly bonus for any volume above that. Again, we want to make the system for you to scale up to get to there. Now, if you want to earn more and help people structure loans and do deals, if you're more of a teacher, no problem. You can become a team leader. Once you're a senior loan officer, you know exactly what to do. Now you can teach other people what to do and become a team leader and earn 15 basis points extra on the loans for your team. And if you want to even take it further, you can become a branch manager, earn 25 basis points on all your branch deals, help actually disclose those files and be responsible for them, and obviously earn more on them and get leads for your team, build your team underneath you, and take it to that next level. Now, everybody's going to start as a loan officer for your first 6 deals. So the fine print here that you might not be able to see, 6 loans closed to become a senior loan officer. So we want to make sure everybody learns our system. So everybody's going to start as a loan officer, and we're going to team you up with a team leader, a branch manager, and of course, Jose Gonzalez as our sales manager can help you do everything as well. So you're going to earn 150 basis points because we're going to team you up with people to teach you how to do those things on your first 6 deals. So 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 1.5%. And if you take a company lead, no problem. Take some company leads for your first 6 deals, you'll earn 75 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 0.75% commission. Still have access to all our different leads. Kyle will show you there. Again, simple 50-50 split. Have access to the live click to claim leads. So you can get all those good Facebook leads coming in that Kyle will show you here in a second. You can still click the button to refer deals to senior LOs if you're uncomfortable. Maybe you don't know how to do a fix and flip loan, but you still want to learn and earn while you learn, no problem. Click that button. And we are licensed in 24 states for primary and second homes, standard license. And then as I mentioned before, we have 44 total states we can do DSCR. So you can originate in 20 additional states doing business purpose loans without having to have a license. So it's a great opportunity for all of us here. Obviously, all our loan officers are paid via W-2. So that's just a requirement if you're going to be a originator. And our originators need to be full-time. So 1 loan per month minimum production. Obviously, you need to earn a living. So no problem. If you're not full-time, we have the plan for you. That's where our junior loan officer plan comes in. So if there's any reason you're not full-time, maybe you're not quite ready to jump into it, you have another job, maybe you're a realtor and you're doing this to supplement your income and become more engaged in the industry, no problem. This would be the plan for you. You're still licensed, you still can earn basis points, so you can earn 75 basis points commission. And the whole goal is you're going to refer those deals to senior loan officers that know exactly what to do, exactly what to click, exactly what to do at every step of the process. So 75 basis points for referrals to senior loan officers. You still are licensed, you still have access to the website, you still have the CRM, POS, LOS, all the access that everybody else does. Still have your own lead generating website, and still call all the leads in the auto dialer Kyle's about to show you. And the important thing is here, no minimum production requirements. Maybe you're learning a little bit before you jump in full time, no problem. And since you're not full time and not being a loan originator to actually sign the loan, you have an option to be paid via 1099 when you're a junior loan officer. And again, the fine print here is no minimum production requirements. Now, as soon as you're ready to be full-time and take it seriously, no problem. You can upgrade to loan officer whenever you're ready. So we just want to make sure you guys select the best plan that fits you for now, and you can go ahead and upgrade and move up as you go. So that covers our plans. Now let's go ahead and pass it over to Kyle. He can show a little bit more of the back end and how the software actually looks and feels. So ready, Kyle?
Yes, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So, of course, when you come on board, we'll do a full training on this stuff. But just want to show you a little snippet here of the back end. So, of course, we have our CRM, just like any other CRM, where you send your emails and text messages and take your notes, and they all pop up down here so you can see them. You can set reminders for yourself, put people on action plans, automated drip campaigns to email them and text them on your behalf over the course of years, all of that kind of good stuff that any other CRM has. But what really starts to set our system apart here is our quoting system. So within 2 minutes, just by getting 6 pieces of info from the client without pulling their credit or anything, you can send them a quote by clicking one button here, pulling up all the different rates from our different investors through our API with Optimal Blue, and you can send them an email and a text instantly with a link to the quote that you made for them, a nice pretty quote that looks like this. They can see their different rate options, they can scroll over these things and see what they mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically of the property, the Zestimate automatically of the property, has the proposed loan info here, and gives a monthly breakdown of their taxes and insurance and HOA fees, a breakdown of their estimated lender fees, and of course you here as the loan originator with your picture and all your info. And then you can also attach a realtor to your quote. So your realtor partners, they absolutely love this. They know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them within a few minutes, but you're going to attach the realtor and have them on that quote. You're keeping them in front of their client's face saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. Now, what's really cool is your client can then click Start My Loan Application, and it takes them right into a borrower portal. So let me show you what that looks like here. You can see it prompts them to start their application. They fill out their whole 1003 right here in our system without having to leave the page. It's going to ask them for the documents that we need so they can upload them here securely. They can see their loan info here. They can see the milestone of where their loan is at, which of course is synced up to the back end as you move through the process. It's going to automatically show them where their loan is in the process. And then of course they can communicate with you here. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your side on the back end now that they have started their loan application. You can see their loan application here, and you can help them edit it and all that kind of good stuff. You can help them upload documents, but more importantly, you can actually request new documents. So whether it's you or your processor coming in here, you can say, hey, I'm actually going to need 12 months of bank statements. Save the changes, and it's going to ask for 12 months of bank statements. You could also request a whole different package. So let's say this came in as a conventional loan, but we're actually going to turn it into a VA self-employed loan. Now, I don't know what documents I need for a VA self-employed loan, but the system does, right? So I could say, hey, it's actually going to be a VA self-employed loan. I want to replace these documents with whatever documents we need for a VA self-employed loan, save changes, And now it's only asking for what we need for the VA self-employed loan. You can also request signatures through here. You can ask for whatever thing you may need them to sign. And then when they log in, it's going to prompt them to sign that agreement right here in the system. We have an e-sign built in. So of course, they don't have to leave the page or leave our website. Now, of course, you can also request custom documents too, anything you may need. So whether it's you or your processor, there are easy ways to request anything that you may need. Now, as soon as your client submits their full 1003, we ask for permission during that process to pull their credit. As soon as they submit their full 1003, we pull their credit instantly and automatically, right? So, we pay for that up front. Your client doesn't have to pay for it. It's seamless, it's instant, it's automatic. And then what's going to happen here is when you open up our Encompass API, again, like Nick said, we're doing this through our system, not through Encompass on your computer. When you open our Encompass API here, you'll see that we have the full Encompass in here that you can use, right? And the 1003 is already going to be pulled in here. The credit is already going to be pulled in here. So everything is here ready for you to actually originate the loan. Now, during that process, we also have our processor assist, which can fire off these different things like ordering the VOA, locking the loan, filing COCs, canceling the loan, requesting title, all that kind of stuff here as well. And then you will have a processor attached to your file as well. Now, once this file goes to underwriting, you will also get the conditions on this page. So if I scroll down here, you'll see we have the underwriter conditions where you're going to get your conditions here, and you can either upload a document to fulfill the condition, or you can dispute the condition, or have your processor review the condition or mark it as fulfilled. So all these different options here. So you see how you're going to do the whole loan from start to finish, from accepting, from speaking to the client, communicating with the client, quoting the client, gathering the client's documents, gathering their 1003, pulling their credit, gathering their documents, processing the file, and then uploading all your conditions for underwriting. The entire loan, start to finish, right here in this one system. So one login in one system for you, and that's one login in one system for your client as well. So that is the loan process from start to finish in our system. Now, let's talk about the type of leads that we give you. So where are these leads coming from in the first place, right? Well, first and foremost, we're giving you leads from our Facebook campaigns. I'm going to have Nick talk about those in a little bit. And those are going to come in via text all day. You're going to be getting text messages. As soon as somebody clicks on one of our Facebook ads, they double opt in to be contacted, and you get a text to your phone instantly so that you can click that lead, call them right away, and work that lead in our system and quote them and all that kind of good stuff. Now, we also have leads in a few other ways here. So we also can provide you leads here in the auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer just like any other CRM does, right? And we have thousands and thousands of leads in here. You'll see we have 4 national DSCR, we have bank statements, we have also cold call lists in here, we have realtor call lists in here. So there's always thousands of calls for you to be able to do here in our auto dialer. You can call 300-400 people in a day. You can press one button to drop an automated text and email to them if they don't answer, and you can go right on to the next call. So cool auto dialer there, already pre-loaded with different leads for you. Now, another way that we have for you to get leads in our system here is that you can purchase your own campaign and have us manage it for you. So what does that mean? We can take those ad campaigns that we've already proven out, right? Our DSCR ads are dialed in, getting good leads. What we can do is we can copy that campaign and put your budget on it. Now, when you get those leads, they go directly to you, and there is no lead split on those leads because you purchased it from your campaign. So we're going to give you leads all day from our campaigns on a 50-50 split, but you can purchase leads as well. Well, I guess not purchase leads. You can have us run a campaign for you as well to get even more leads and not have a 50-50 split on them. Now, a great example I like to talk about is one of our loan officers, Nicole. She did her first loan ever here with us. It was a $1,060,000 loan. So her first commission as a loan officer was $16,000. Keep in mind, we don't have limits on compensation when we're a correspondent, right? Like when you're brokers, usually your commission maxes out at like $10,000. We do not have max commissions here as a correspondent lender. So her first loan ever, she had a $16,000 commission. Now, it was from one of the ads from our ad campaigns, but it was from the one that she purchased on her ad campaign. So she saved $8,000 because she put up her own ad campaign. So it came from the ads that we run, but it was the ones we were running for her with her budget. So that's a great example of why you want to also fill your pipeline with even more leads and leads without a lead split. Now, if you already have campaigns running at other lead sources, that's where we can import the leads into our system. So we give you your custom webhook here. You can use Zapier to bring them in real time. So let's say you already are buying leads from Zillow or Lending Tree or Free Rate Update or something like that. That's great. You can use your webhook here to bring them into our system instantly and automatically. So as soon as that lead comes in from Lending Tree, it goes into your CRM, our CRM automatically, instantly. Our CRM sends you the email and text letting you know that you have a new lead from Lending Tree, and then that way you can go in and instantly call them and quote them and gather documents and everything through our system like any other lead. So essentially, any way there is to work with leads and to provide you leads, or you provide yourself with leads, any way to deal with leads here in our system, we have available for you. So now what I want to do is talk about the type of leads we get and why. So Nick is kind of the lead person here that manages our campaigns. He has been doing digital marketing for almost 20 years. He has a certification from Facebook as a media planning professional, a certification from Facebook as a digital marketing associate, certification from Google as a Google Ad Search specialist. So he's the one in charge of the marketing and leads here. So I'm going to let Nick talk a little bit about the type of leads that we provide. Well, the type of leads that we advertise for, right? And how that works. So let me go ahead and turn it over to Nick. Then after that, we'll have Jose talk about kind of how all this comes together to actually close loans. And then we're going to open it up to questions. So go ahead, Nick. Let's talk about the type of leads we get and why.
Sure. So whenever we set up a campaign for any company, we want to make sure we do something different and unique. And for mortgages, obviously, that means we're doing something different than the big guys spending the billions and doing obviously refis and trying to cut your guys' commission to 50 basis points, 25 basis points, like the big giant shops, right? So that obviously that ship sailed over a year ago. A lot of people lost their jobs. That was not a sustainable advertising and business model. So for the whole time that we've been doing this for a little over 4 years, we've been running campaigns in a different avenue. So we want to target the people that the big guys are not targeting, first off. So we want to target the underserved borrowers, the self-employed borrowers, the investors, the people in the new economy, right, that maybe need a little bit more massaging into their income type for the loan, that are more 1099 based. So a lot of different people that we can still target and service that the big guys aren't. So we want to target those customers. We want to target them with the ads that obviously provide service to them. So we want to make sure we advertise the non-QM products that we have, a bank statement product for a self-employed borrower that maybe got denied from a big box retailer. They're going to click that ad, but then when they come in, we want to make sure we teach you guys how to do everything properly. So just because someone clicked the bank statement ad because they were denied from a big box retailer, maybe they need a bank statement loan, maybe they don't. We want to make sure we analyze their income properly. We still do, plenty of conventional loans, VA loans, FHA loans, USDA loans, whatever it is that gives the best benefit to the borrower. And if they truly do need a non-QM option, like a bank statement loan, or even beyond that to 1099 or P&L or even CDFI no ratio, whatever it is, we want to make sure we go down the list. So we want to have every option available. We want to analyze them from top to bottom. And then obviously we're going to have the best pricing for all the options, as we mentioned before. So as long as we can do the loan in-house, great. We have some of the best options. And even if we can't do the loan in-house, if they need something very special, we have our partners, our broker partners, we can still offer the loan to. So we want to make sure we have the same cost, the same margin, no matter what. 275 if we're broker, 275 if we're correspondent. What's most important for us is that the client gets the best option. So we want to make sure we get them in the door. We want to advertise something that's different and unique than the big guys. Get them in the door, but teach you guys how to properly analyze the income. If they qualify conventional, great, no problem. Maybe someone just didn't qualify them properly. And if they need something super special, we still have all those options out there. So any loan that exists out there, I went through a few of them before, but we have everything from all the conventional options to all the non-QM options you're used to even non-QM options you probably never heard of, to even the no ratio options and all the commercial, fix and flip, ground up construction. If there's a loan out there that exists, we want to make sure we have it, because we want to make sure we can take care of all of our customers that come in that aren't being served by the big guys who focus on the easy stuff. So that's how we operate. That's how we've been operating forever. It's more of a sustainable business model. Rather than taking money out of your guys' pockets, we want to add to your guys' pockets and give you a long-term sustainable business model with customers that love us, right? If they've been denied before and they see that we can get them approved, those customers love us. We're not really competing like the big guys to race to the bottom to see how low they can cut your commission in order to attract a customer, right? It's the totally opposite business model. So hopefully that covers it for you, Kyle. Are you good there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just, we know a lot of your personal deals may be conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. We still do all that kind of stuff too. Everything Nick said, 1099, P&L, bank statement, our favorite product, which is DSCR for investors, and all kinds of stuff, everything in between, fix and flip, ground up, commercial, all that kind of good stuff. So now let's have Jose come in here. So Jose, our sales manager, has 28 years of experience as both a loan officer and a realtor. And I want him to talk about some of the support that he provides and that we provide in general, and how you take all this stuff, combining them to closing loans. So let's go over that, and then we will open it up to questions. Go ahead, Jose.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. So here at the Mortgage Calculator, we do offer you a wide variety of options to increase your footprint. But along with the options come all of the additional trainings and support that we provide. Pretty much anyone can do the cookie cutter agency business. You have DU tells you exactly what you need, documents you need, credit decision is made for you. The only thing you would usually have to work would be if you had a manually underwritten FHA loan. Well, here at the Mortgage Calculator, we do offer you a great many options so you can have more opportunities to originate more loans. If all you were doing was agency, you'd be pretty stuck right now. Well, that's where we come in with the extra support that we offer you so that you can get started quickly as soon as you complete your training and be closing loans within the first 30 days of being able to originate after completing training. So Kyle mentioned to you the one deal where Nicole, one of our new MLOs, received a lead for a pretty difficult type loan, profit and loss loan. However, she did not know that it was a profit and loss loan when she took the lead. It was just someone who had been turned down by someone else, and he was bringing to her the same documents that he brought to the other company to see what she could do with it. So she quickly booked a meeting in which I assisted her. We were able to review the docs and realize that the best option for this loan was not full doc, was not bank statement, but was a profit and loss loan. So through multiple meetings, she was able to get her loan structured and closed in 21 days, including a transfer appraisal. And that was possible because we do have our team leaders, we do have management, we have our Zoom room, which is manned by our in-house processors. We have our knowledge center, which is basically a compilation of everything that we do as a company. only a search bar away in your CRM. So as soon as that quote is accepted, as soon as that application is submitted, you get an email, your team leader gets an email, management gets an email, and everybody's letting you know you got this application in. Let us know if you need any assistance with the structure of the file. So you do have your team leader as your first layer of support there. Again, I mentioned you have the Zoom room, you have management. We also have processors and intake processors. So as soon as that loan is disclosed, when it's a non-delegated loan, it goes into intake. Intake completes all the intake functions. Intake will register that file for you on the portal that you designated of wherever that loan is going to get submitted. And intake will then also submit the file to underwriting for you and will assign the file to a processor. That processor will be assisting you with reviewing the file and also with submitting the conditions to the investor portal once that approval comes in. So we do have processors that do take over the file once it is assigned and intake is completed, right? Once your approval comes in, processing will assist you with those conditions. And then once you get the clear to close, it does go to our closing team to assist with the issuance of the CD and the clear to close. So we do have many layers of support, from what you would need before the application, what you would need once the application is submitted, and once you have conditions for the loan and are trying to get it to close. We do also offer you the opportunity to use third-party processing on the brokered loans. We do leave that as an option for the MLO. Using processing on our non-delegated files is required because we do have in-house processing, but on your broker deals, it is optional. If you want to use it, the opportunity is there. If you want to self-process the file, save your customer $700, $800, $900, that's also possible. If you want that more competitive file. So we at the Mortgage Calculator are unique because we do give you two separate channels to operate in. You can operate it either in the non-delegated channel where we are the lender, or you could operate, if no non-delegated options are available, in the wholesale channel where we are the broker. So not only do we have multiple layers of support, but we do have multiple channels you can operate in to make sure that you have chosen the most efficient and best option for your borrower. So I do look forward to assisting you structuring your loans, and many happy closings at the Mortgage Calculator.
All right, thank you. So last thing we're going to go through here is the next steps. And so I'm going to pull this up here. And Nick, if you could drop the link in the chat for me for them to sign up when they're ready. Now, when you're ready to sign up to join, you're going to come here and sign up for the applicable plan, right? Are you coming on as a junior or on as a loan officer? It's going to have you fill out some info, and then it's going to take you to sign the initial compensation agreement. Now, you don't need to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy as well. So take your time, look it over. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's what's going to kick off all of the next steps, right? So we'll reach out with the info to get your employment agreement signed, to get your ID documents, to sponsor your license, and walk you through the steps to do that. So first step, sign up, then go ahead and sign that initial compensation agreement, and then we will reach out with the next steps. So with that being said, we dropped the link in the chat, but the link is real simple, themortgagecalculator.com/join to sign up. And now let's go ahead and open it up to questions.